Oh, happy days, happy days. I just received a big package in the mail. Let's see what's inside. Okay, so I have purchased here women's underwear and swimming suits, sports bras, bathing pants, and I guess stockings. And yeah, I also have purchased tidy whities for you guys. So yeah, thank the Lord for online shipping and discreet packaging. Otherwise, I think the mailman would look strangely at me. Or then again, it could be for my wife or something, I guess. But yeah. So yes, I have invested in a bunch of underwear here, including some stuff that I will have to give away to family members once I'm done with this. I am going to experiment a bunch with this stuff, and then I guess we will. Yeah, I'm gonna fold some interesting stuff for you guys exclusively in the course, of course. So yeah. All right, so the time has come for us to have a look at women's underwear. So yeah, I've been preparing a lot for this lesson, a lot more compared to many of the other ones. Do, however, keep in mind that this is a one-man production with emphasis on man here. I hope I'm going to do you justice in this video. So yeah, we'll have a look at all the various types of women's underwear, as well as how to store your bras in some useful ways. So I've tried to kind of make this fold as uniform as possible so that you don't have a bunch of different techniques that you need to teach yourself. I'm going to show you 2 ways to block roll your underwear. And I think we'll just start with the smallest one, which is going to be the little thong here. So for the little thong, I have developed a new method. I've spent, again, way too much time on this. If you think this one is a little bit difficult, since the thong is very little and difficult to work with, feel free to just lay it down with the backside facing up and fold the top sides in 1/3 on each side, and then fold it over in half from the bottom up once or even twice if you feel like it. I'm going to show you an alternative here. So this is a little bit difficult. It's going to be easier for the next folds. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so we're going to start by putting the thong down with the bottom facing up, like this. From here, we're going to take the sides and we're going to fold them in 1/4 of the way on both sides, like this. 1/4 on this side. Now you want to make sure that you don't let go of the thong, as it will kind of fall apart easily. So always keep one finger pressed down on the actual fold. From here, we're going to fold it in one more time, 1/4 on both sides. Just fold it over itself like this on one side and again on the other side. So at this point you should be left with a nice straight line here, or not straight, more like a triangle. So the next thing that I want to do is that I'm going to fold this part here down towards the bottom. I'm going to fold it over about 2 centimeters or a little less than an inch. So we're going to do that here. Flip it down like this. So again, holding on to it. The next thing that we want to do is to take the bottom here and we're going to fold it up halfway over itself so that it lines up with the bottom of the other fold. Now you can open up this little pocket here that we made on the first fold. And we're actually going to take this fold and stuff it inside the pocket, like so. And then you will be left with this beautiful little panty fold here. Now again, it is kind of fragile and it falls apart easily. So it's just an alternative I wanted to give you in case you wanted to roll this as well. But realistically, it's probably easier for you to just fold the thirds in on both sides and then fold it over twice more like this and put it inside a bra. or just stack it on its own. All right, so the next is a step up here, and it's a little bit more substantial pair of underwear. This one is a lot easier to work with, so we're going to put the little tongue away in a little block here for now, and we'll get it back later and have a look at it, how to store it with bras. So for these more substantial panties here, I'm going to put it down again with the back facing up like this. From here, we're going to split it into 3 parts, and I'm going to fold 1/3 of the way in on one side, and then 1/3 of the way over the other side as well. Like this. At this point, I'm going to fold the band down, just like with the thong, about 2 centimeters or nearly an inch like this. And then I'm going to take the bottom here and I'm going to fold it up so that it meets the waistband like this. Next, open it up, the waistband that is, and flip the bottom inside. Now you can try to stuff it a little bit further. The further you stuff it, the more secure it will be. And yeah, you end up with this beautiful little roll here. And yeah, this one can be stacked very easily in the block if you want to. So next, we're going to have a look at the more granny panties, or what you would call it. I'm going to use the pair for men that I bought for the previous lessons, because money. So yeah, it will be exactly the same though, don't worry. Alright, so this time we're actually going to start with the front of the panties facing up. This is because the back side is significantly thicker now, so it will be a lot easier to work with the thickest side facing down. So again, splitting it into 3 parts, fold it over once, and fold over the other side as well, like this. So from here, I'm going to fold the top down a few centimeters. It depends really on the size of your underwear. The bigger it is, the further down you want to fold it. The point here is that you want to, when you fold up the next part, they should about line up so that you have a split in directly in the middle. So the next thing that we're going to do is again open up the top layer here of the waistband and stuff the other side inside here. So just feel free to massage it a little bit, stretch it out. The further back you push it, the better it will hold together, like this. Alright, so that's the granny panties as well. I'm gonna stack them in the block here. And lastly, we're gonna have a look at boxer briefs. Again, I'm gonna use a male version here, but it's exactly the same for women. I want to mention that the same fold will work for boxer briefs as well. So you fold it in 1/3 on both sides, and then so that it meets the bottom on one side, and then flip up the other side. And you should be able to stuff it in here as well. But I'm going to teach you the other fold here for boxer briefs, because we'll be using it for sports bras as well. So I'm going to start out by placing the boxers with the front facing up, and then I'm going to flip the waistband over like this. I'd say about 1.5 inches or so should be sufficient. So once you've done that, we're going to split it into 3 parts again, like this. Fold it over one side and the other side. Next, turning it around so that the waistband is facing away from me, getting my little crab grip here, and I'm going to start rolling it up towards the top, like so. Once you roll it all the way, grab hold of the entire roll, lift it up. We're going to take the band up top and flip it over like this. Other hand, turn it around. Use your free hand to flip over the band on the other side as well, like this. Now you can put your index fingers or thumbs inside and stretch it out a little bit, line it up, give it a little bit of a massage if you feel like it. Alright, so I'm going to put that inside the little block here as well. And we are ready to move on to sports bras. So for sports bras, I'm going to use the same fold that I just showed you here for the boxer briefs. I'm going to start by placing it down with the back facing up like this. And from the bottom, I'm going to flip it over just like with the boxer briefs. Now you need a little bit more room here in the pocket for the sports bras. This is because the sports bras are bigger, and also they are significantly thicker than the boxers. So I'd say at least 3 inches or so, about 7 centimeters around those lines should be sufficient for a sports bra of this size. So the next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to split it into 3 parts again, folding one side over first, and then followed by the other side as well. So the next step is going to be to turn it around. Now you want to make sure that the straps here are lined up nicely so that they don't get all messed up and curled up, wrinkly. And we're going to take our little crab grip here and start rolling the sports bra from the straps all the way down until we reach the base of this sports bra. So at this point you want to grab hold of the entire roll with one hand, lift it up with your other free hand, take this pocket, flip it over the rest of the sports bra on one side, take that hand, turn around, take the other free hand and flip that side over as well. I want to make sure that you secure it nicely. Sports bras tend to be of more slippery fabric, so you may want to make sure that it's all the way inside here on both sides. You can again use your fingers to kind of stretch it out and give it a little bit of a massage if it's not even. Especially the first couple of times you do it may be a little bit difficult. But like I've said, you will get used to it in no time. So yeah, let's place it into the block here temporarily. And I want to talk a little bit about bras. Alright, so for the other types of bras, like the ones with the underwire or the cups in them, or perhaps both at the same time, we need to treat them a little bit differently. So this is a bikini. Again, I don't have unlimited women's clothes here, but it will work as an example. I would treat them a little differently because we don't want the cups to get misshapen. And also for the ones with the underwire, they are a lot more sturdy and it does not allow a lot of folding. Especially for these with intricate and more delicate designs, we're going to be very careful with them. A great option is to get your block and just stack them next to each other. This kind of, you can try to stagger them, for example, to get a better view of them. Another option is that we could try to fold them a little bit, like with, for example, let's use the one with, let's use the one with the cups for the example here. So, for example, you could try to fold it a little bit by, for example, starting with it laying with the backside facing up like this, and you would take, for example, the straps here, put them inside the cup, like this. If there is anything to fold up, that could also be done. At this point, you could again stack it, or you could take one of the panties. For example, if you have 2 matching pairs of panties, put it inside the cup, fold it over like this, and you could stack it like this. Even better option is to use something like a Ziploc bag or any like clear bags that you have available. Put it inside, and yeah, just to organize it. Again, you would need to be careful with the cups here so that they don't get misshapen. But this will stack really nicely. Also, it will be really nice to organize your matching bras like this. And yeah, the same thing could be done for an underwire bra. For example, you would take just take the straps here and put them inside like this. And for example, the G-string would be perfect here since it's already pretty difficult to fold down. Just put it inside here, and yeah, we can put it inside another Ziploc bag like this. And then it would be really easy to organize them in this fashion. So I hope I did you justice in this video. It's time for you to go through all your underwear. Try to fold, try some of the different techniques. I'd love to hear some feedbacks if there is anything I can improve in this video particularly. Yeah, so go through your underwear, see if you can get rid of any of it, and I will see you in the next lesson.